This is ladies' night, and it's feel alright. This is ladies' night. Shout out the ladies out. Starting to feel like Wednesday again. Welcome to your favorite night of the week with your favorite podcast on the internet, Attitude Era Podcast, Wednesday Night Wars. The gang is here. You were here. And tonight, we're doing it for the ladies. All the ladies say, ow. I am the Archie Carter, leader of the Horseman 97. That is King HP, the undisputed podcast champion of the world and leader of the clique. And you know that guy up there, hat to the back, camera ready, aka Kodak Fresh. Your favorite wrestler's favorite podcaster, Gamaj, is in the building. And tonight, we doing it for the ladies. Last week we did the best big man bracket. The week before that we did best on mic work bracket, and tonight we doing. You know what? We could have did this bracket and just checked off every one of these wrestlers Gamaj met.
That would have been a crazy bracket. You got to, and it'd be star studded.
And I'm pretty sure he's probably we might have checked out this bingo, bingo.
Facts. We might need to do that. The Gamage board, it's like a bingo board, but you got to
Throw
spell
the
out
bracket
Gamage.
up real quick while the people get in here. Gamaj, just from an eyeballs glance, real quick. How many out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 16 of these
16.
professional athletes you think you off top of your head met?
I'm actually counting it right now. I'm gonna tell you this. I met everyone on the right.
Crazy.
Damn.
That's Rhea Ripley, Stephanie McCure, Tony Storm, Jade Cargill, Roxanne Perez, Julia, Bianca Belair, and Naomi. That right, sweep. He's a swept the right. How many on the
Clean
left
sweep.
have you met?
Actually, there's only one person I did not meet on the left.
Who's that?
Damn. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. Let's see if we can figure it out by the end of the show.
I'm gonna guess because we got to get into this. I'm going Lyra Valkyria
I would say the person that you have not met is
or Io. I don't know.
Mercedes Monet, but I think you did meet her.
Who is it, Gamaj? We're gonna get into this, man. Who is it, Gamaj?
I'm saying it right now.
Yeah, who you got?
I don't think
Who?
you should.
Six? Nah, because we got to get into this battle. Out of 16 of these women on this bracket, Gamaj has met. Who haven't you met, Gamaj?
Yeah,
The only one I didn't meet was Lyra.
Okay, I was right. And I only say that because she might be the newerest. You know what I'm saying? So Gamaj won. I don't know who's going to win this bracket, but the winner of tonight, hands down, it's Gamaj. Clap it up for Gamaj. He did it. You did it. You did it. That might be the most impressive. Look, I done performed in front of thousands of people. HP, hang out with celebrities, superstars, DNAs, DNA, battles. Gamaj has done the most impressive thing on this podcast. Clap it up one more time. That's why I say he's your favorite wrestler's favorite podcaster. They call him famous Gamage. I'm just gonna call him him. So y'all ready to get into this bracket, fellas?
Oh yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I think this week is gonna be some it's one thing when you see the first round, you're like, yeah, I got some picks. But it gets deeper and you got these new rivalries and things like that, man. It's
So
I'm
we're gonna
ready.
have a
I'm
little
ready.
fun. In case you didn't know, this is the Wednesday night wars. We pick a topic, we pick a bracket, we pick a company, we pick a match, we pick a feud, wrestling related, battle rap related, and we argue. We go to war and decide a winner. And tonight we have 16 athletes. I ain't calling them women, I ain't calling them divas, athletes. And we're gonna decide out of these 16 in these matches who would who is her? We Gamage is him, but who is her? So HP, let's get into it. If you want to be part of the Wednesday Night Wars, the draft is happening in the next 2 weeks, people. Within the next 2 weeks, we will be drafting for our teams, and we'll fill you in on that. But we got a lot to get into tonight. This is the Wednesday Night Wars. Hope this week is good to you and good for you, fellas. Let's go to war.
Let's go to war with the
For the
ladies.
ladies.
Oh man, you got war in the first round, right from the jump street. Mm.
We're gonna start it with the horsewomen.
Yeah, you did this.
All right.
You did this.
First match, round one, we got Mercedes Moné. You might know her as Sasha Banks versus Bailey.
Ooh,
It's time to fight.
it's kind of feisty.
Time to fight.
We want who want to go first? I already got my pick, and I
Who you
actually don't
got,
think it's that
HB?
hard.
Mm,
I unfortunately have to go with Mercedes Monet.
mm.
And the reason why is because the reason why we say Mercedes Monet. You know, when you look at what she's doing in AEW, because in WWE she had her run. She was the one. Never really too many lengthy title runs, but she's one of the original four horsewomen. So when you look at that and you go, man, she's 9-belt Monet. Oh, those belts don't mean nothing. Those belts. Well, the other people are struggling for identity right now. Alexis teamed up with Charlotte. Bailey's doing the AJ Lee therapy gig. Mercedes has her own personality, her own lane, and she's still, I mean, I dare say she's still going like this. She's still trajectory up. I gotta go Mercedes.
I'm hating on Gamaj again. I'm just looking at this bracket. There's
What?
he. I'm just hating. I'm gonna hate on Gamaj all night, bro. I'm just
Oh
gonna
God.
randomly hate because I'm just thinking about this, and I just got upset. Like he knows these people 15 out of 16. Come on. For the same reasons you said, I'm gonna go Mercedes Monet, aka Sasha Banks. Look, love her or hate her, she's cooking right now. She's on a tear right now. Her and Bailey had arguably a match of the year on NXT. So nothing against Bailey, but for the past few years, it feels like Bailey's just been spinning her wheels. And I love Bailey, you know what I'm saying? And the hugger to the role model, I just think she's a little lost right now. And if we talk about who will win right now today, I gotta go Mercedes Monet because Mercedes Monet has been cooking. And she's looking good. She's got all the gold, like Razor said, gold
Looking
around
good.
my neck, gold around my waist. She's definitely doing her thing. She stepped out on Fate. She did a thing. A lot of people would have turned their backs and jumped back and ran back to WWE, especially with them throwing out money and all this new stuff. But she left. She doing her thing. And in the match right now, I will roll with Mercedes Monet or Sasha Banks. Pick one.
Uh,
Mr. Gamani.
it hurts for me to say this because I'm also gonna say Sasha Banks or Mercedes Monet. It hurts me to say it because it's a 3-0 straight. But if this was them in NXT at the time, I think it would have been a lot more closer to call because they did have one of, if not the greatest females match that I've seen. But outside of
Yeah.
Sasha Banks or Mercedes Monet's accolades, her wrestling style, I feel like, works with almost anybody she goes against.
The rub. She gets people talking, bro. She went to Japan and made history. She was somewhere taking notes. She's a student of wrestling, and it shows. So love her, hate her. Hey, we hate the 3-0 Bailey, but if, in the match right now, Mercedes would definitely. I feel we all feel will win. Chat, who you got? HP, throw the bracket up, and next up we got
Tiffany.
Tiffany Stratton versus Io Sky. And I feel like we've seen this match recently. I don't know why.
Yeah. So here's a funny thing, right? Because I'm gonna use WWE only. Tiffany Stratton is a student of WWE and the WWE system, as to where EO is not. But here's my thing. EO is like over. And EO, when EO did not get that championship, even though Tiffany is the champion, you can say she's over. I'm not saying she's not. She had the Money in the Bank briefcase. EO, people were like, what's gonna happen with EO in this World Heavyweight Championship? People wanted to push her to wrestling styles in ring. EO got herself over. Her style is dope. Her whole the Tiffy time is dope too. But yeah, there's no you can't. There's no machine behind EO. You see what I'm saying? And Tiffany is the store bought, store brand, pure Triarch Frosted Flakes, right? And EO ain't that. And I enjoy EO matches better. And I think her storylines are all better because they don't all revolve around Nia Jax.
I got EO Sky as well. EO is a legit legend. I've been yelling Tiffy time for the past 2 years. Y'all know I've been on the Tiffy train. But Io Sky in ring, she's probably one of if not the best on the WWE roster, top three. And Io didn't have the machine, but Io had the people. And Io Sky got over in the WWE in a time where promos are number one, and Io rarely talks. So for Io to be over, it shows you that it's because of her in-ring ability and her connection to the crowd. So I'm going Io Sky myself.
Good pick.
There's not much for me to add on since you guys said everything. I'm also gonna say EO. So what I want to add on to that is just this year, she's already been part of 2, if not 3, matches of the year.
Yeah.
No shade to Tiffany. I like Tiffany, but I don't think has she had a match of the year candidate this year?
No.
And like Vinny said,
No
Tiffany
shade.
just kind of got popping in the WWE. Give her some time. Maybe we could revisit this, but as of right now,
Matter of fact, Tiffany's involved in one of the worst botches of the year.
Yeah.
So when you talk about match of the year, what's I mean, the other person has the polar opposite. Still some good matches, just not that's hot. It's fresh. It's Krispy Kreme.
And then another thing about EO to also consider, she was so over with the people. Remember that they had no plans for her to be at Mania, and just to get her in that, they put the belt on her.
Hey, Vinny, if you ain't see Soul Ruka last night, go see Soul Ruka. What we got next, HP? Get the bracket on the board, please.
Yeah.
We moving through this. I
Y'all
think the
know what
next
this
round
one
gonna be
is.
interesting. Oh man, we got the man versus the man's daughter. Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair. This is gonna be very interesting, I feel.
I just went first twice. It's on somebody else. Who wants to take that running?
I'll take it. Y'all know I'm from Flair country, foes up. And when you in North Carolina, you got to pick a side. You got to pick Duke, Carolina. You got to pick a NASCAR race team, and it's Flair all day. Becky has been doing great work right now. I just can't go against Charlotte Flair. She's like the murder mook of women's wrestling. Like, love her or hate her, she gets it done. She's polarizing. She gets attention, whether it's positive or negative. And her Instagram posts are amazing. Shout out to Ashley. I mean, I know her as Ashley, but y'all might know her as Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair is one of those people I feel like Kobe Bryant. When they retire and leave the business, will get appreciated. I said this before. I feel like before when Becky came back, they were spinning the wheels. Before she left, they were spinning the wheels. She's just heating up now. I feel involved in what she's got going on, but I would definitely go Charlotte Flair right now in a match versus Becky Lynch. Woo!
Gosh.
This is a tough one. This is the toughest one so far.
2 more the horsewomen. So
yeah.
Somebody put them together in the first
round. I mean, shout out to Becky being claimed greatest of all times by Sports Illustrated. But I might have to give this to Charlotte. It's because I'm thinking of accomplishments, I'm thinking of accolades, and it's almost impossible for me to say it's not Charlotte. I do feel that when she started the man gimmick, she was more over than Charlotte at that time. But right now, I'm just looking more at things at talent, and Charlotte has the talent.
HP, before you go, I'm gonna take us all back to our adolescence real quick. I got 4 words: Sports Illustrated, Tyra Banks.
Brother.
Yeah.
You got it? I'm about
no,
to
but
Google
hey, some things you don't forget.
Hell no. Hey, shout out to Sports Illustrated. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them. I do agree. This is pretty tough. This is a couple things that really change, right? I don't even want to go off the accolades so much, uh, because I think that does belong to Charlotte. That's it. I think honestly, when I watch Becky currently, and I don't know, maybe this is because I'm just noticing it now. I don't know if this has been like this her whole career. Her her fluidity in the ring has been not as good as I would like it to be. I'll say it like that. And I'm not gonna penalize her. She got plenty of, you know, moments, you know what I'm saying, with her and Bianca at WrestleMania and that whole squad. Like, come on, bro. But hey, that's how the car rolled, you know what I mean? But when it came to mega matches in the women's division, almost every one of them, I always associated Charlotte Flair to. Ronda Rousey's coming. Imagine her versus Charlotte Flair. And for that, I gotta go Charlotte Flair. I do think she is the measuring stick of the women's division. She is who, if you want to call her the female Flair, or the Undertaker, she's the measuring stick. She is. I don't care what Sportskeeda and Bleacher Report and them say about who's the greatest. Charlotte Flair is who the fans and most people are gonna say.
I think Charlotte
She's that
Flair
girl.
would be Charlotte Flair without being Charlotte Flair. If that makes sense. I just think in the ring, she just has it. She gets a lot of
Mm.
hate though, but
I mean, granted, even if you look back when they did the triple threat match at Mania, Ronda, Charlotte, and Becky, it was supposed to be Becky Ronda, but because not the fans, because the fans didn't like it, the company felt it wasn't a big enough draw. That's why they added
Mhm.
Charlotte in it, because they trusted Charlotte to push the image of that match.
Oh yeah, yeah. Charlotte's.
that is
I
that.
feel
Man, we put three O's. Hey, it's not gonna be as easy
dog.
next round. But who we got next? HP. Let me see that beautiful bracket.
Oh yeah, we got some. This is kind of a newbie battle of the first. The
Lyra
first women's.
Valkyria versus Chelsea Green. I missed that.
Yeah, that's.
Um,
Ooh.
I can tell you now who I got. Y'all probably guess. I got Chelsea Green. Only because I know what Chelsea Green can really do in the ring. Chelsea Green has wrestled men. Chelsea Green has wrestled your favorite luchadors. Chelsea Green has done the most outlandish things in wrestling, but she doesn't do them in the WWE. So I might have to change that, right? Because Lyra, they've been pushing Lyra, but I'm going Chelsea Green. I hate that she's becoming a comedy act because I don't think that's something she can ever get away from. I don't think she minds because in real life her personality is that. Kamaz can tell you because he met her. He met 15 out of 16 of these women on this list. But I'm going Chelsea Green. I like Chelsea Green's work, what she does in WWE, what she does in Lucha, and everywhere else she's been. I can't go against Chelsea Green.
Mm. Gamaj, what you think, Gamaj? How
Okay.
you?
At first, I thought this was going to be a tough choice, but then I realized it's kind of easy for me. I'm also going to go with Chelsea Green. And just like Archie, I am familiar with her past work as well. I've seen her in Lucha Underground. She had one match with Penta, I believe, there. And that match was
Mm-hmm.
crazy. And I
Mm-hmm.
remember a year ago in NXT, she had a match with Roxanne while she was NXT champion. Like, in ring wise, it's the most. That was the best she looked. Even not even being in the main roster, just being in WWE, that's the best she looked. After that match, I thought they were going to let her work like a serious wrestler, and they never went back to that, which hurt me. If no one's seen it, check that match out. Not like it's crazy, but it's like, oh, she can go.
Yeah, I
And
think
one
she's stuck.
thing,
I think
and one
she's
thing,
stuck.
if I'm gonna compare her and Lyra, because they both had secondary belts. Lyra was IC champion for the ladies. Chelsea was the US. Chelsea Green's US reign, as far as I'm concerned, was better than Lyra's reign.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And just off that, if I'm comparing that and then the skill set they both have, I'm gonna go with Chelsea.
HP, so on you.
Gamaj took the words right out of my mouth. I was going to go straight to the fact that I started saying it when I just introduced them in the thing that they are the first. You know what I'm saying? One's the first Intercontinental Champion, one's the first U.S. Champion. But here is the difference. It was a big celebration when Chelsea won. The fans were in on it, loving it. The company was in on it, loving it. And it was kind of the opposite when Lyra won. People were like, "What? Why?" She even came out to the Royal Rumble with that title, and it was flat.
What Roman
It
said?
was
Exactly. No pop.
no pop, none. So I think that tells you everything we need to know because really, Chelsea, her gimmick is dope. She's able to keep other people. Because after they got rid of Alba Fire and they got rid of one and not the other and not both, they put one in the Hervis, right? And the Hervis was kind of working for her with Piper Niven, and I hope she gets well. I hope everything going good with her.
Shout out to Piper.
Um,
Another phenomenal wrestler with a phenomenal career before WWE. Piper Niven can get busy.
so I can't go against Chelsea, for those reasons. Straight up alone, just seeing that. Two first, one was loved and beloved and super celebrated, and the other one people question, and now she has to prove her worth. The other one they had to prove nothing.
So,
whoa, hey brother, what you
Kamaji,
done did?
I don't know
Ain't
what
doing nothing.
It's always the one who want to show his hands and know he done
uh-huh.
tapped, he done pushed.
Hey, get that bracket up real quick, HP. I
Yes,
think we should do
sir.
something a little different tonight. I think we stick to the West and just get our winner from the West and just go to the East. What you think?
Oh, we could do that.
Yeah.
So
You
that
want to
means
do
we
that? We
got
could do that.
Mercedes Monet, aka Sasha Banks versus Io Sky, and Charlotte Flair versus Chelsea Green. I like this. I like this a lot, actually. Gamaj, won't you start it all and we're gonna rotate back. Who you got out of Mercedes Monet, aka Sasha Banks, and Io Sky, aka Io Shirai. Still don't know why they changed their name.
Oh, that is a tough one.
This is a hell of a match.
That is a tough one. Right now, if I am going off the trajectory on how both are doing right now, oh man, I feel like I would edge Mercedes.
I would edge Mercedes too.
I think I would edge Mercedes. Again, I'm going off the trajectory of both careers right now. It's really tough for me not to say Mercedes.
Mm,
So here's the thing, right?
this
I
is
know when I
tough.
turn on television,
This is
I
tough.
prefer I prefer EO over Mercedes. However, there was a time where I was big into Sasha Banks. So if I'm looking at careers in totality, especially within WWE, and then you look at where they're at now, EO is up there. I'd actually have her popularity wise higher. But as far as like stature, even though she's in the secondary, she's the MVP on a college team versus a role player in the NBA is what EO is. You know what I'm saying? She's not even a role player. She's like, yo, one of the team captains. Let's just, call a spade a spade. But Mercedes is super accomplished, and Mercedes was running with the ball, headlining WrestleMania before, and I can't turn my head to that, so I have to pick Mercedes.
Mm.
But I feel like I
Both
just did
y'all
something I
going
wasn't supposed to
Mercedes.
do.
I'm just gonna say EO, just because EO needs some love, baby. Like
Yeah, I'm
Mercedes
like,
You don't need
damn,
some
advances.
love.
I'm
This
like, damn,
this
we going 30 EO.
no, we're not 30
That's
in
what I'm
EO.
saying. I feel like I'm doing something
No,
wrong.
no, I'm going EO. Look, EO. If you haven't listened to my album Tokidoki on the song Strawberry Milk Tokyo Dome, it's an EO Sky bar on there. In the sky, Io Shirai Archie's a genius, is what I said. You know what I'm saying? Kenny Omega Archie's the cleaner. There's a bunch of wrestling bars in there. This is just tough. Either way, this is like 49-51. This is probably as close as we're gonna get on this side. and this is a match I would love to see right now. To be
Yeah,
honest, if
I
this
would
was
love to
on
see
my
this
Hell yeah.
match.
TV, this could main event anywhere in the world. This match could main event, and I would love to see it. But Mercedes Monet advances. Sasha Banks love Io Sky, Io Shirai. But hey, it's Wednesday Night Wars, baby. You can't win them all. So who's next? It's
We got Charlotte Flair and Chelsea Green. Put that
okay.
thing up there. So remember how we've come out, both got 30s in their first rounds. Now we got Charlotte versus Chelsea. I'll tell you what, I hands down have Charlotte, and it's not close. This might be the bigger lead of upset, and it's not fair to Chelsea because Chelsea should be able to compete, but because she hasn't been put in a position to be the main event or she just won the U.S. championship. So I think it's unfair to compare, but since she has earned her way into this bracket, she's earned her way, unfortunately, into an ass whooping. The queen don't mess around. And this is an L she gonna have to take. Even if you had all the accolades of the Hervis.
Yeah.
All it ain't happening. Charlotte is that damn good.
I'm going to disagree. For the simple fact, I feel in a legit wrestling match, legit, like somewhere outside of WWE, let's just say, I feel Chelsea Green could get a win over Charlotte Flair. I've seen Chelsea do it. Maybe not to the level of a Charlotte Flair, but I've seen her do it. So I think this could be one of those where are you type sneaky wins, but it would be another. This would be a great match. Like this would be a great match. I'm going Chelsea, bro. I know Gamaj is going to stump on what I said, but I mean, accomplishment aside, we talking about wrestling. I mean, I'm just a Chelsea Green fan. So
I mean, look, just like Archie, I'd like Chelsea, and I do agree that again, outside of how she's booked in WWE, I think this
HP's
would be
face.
I think this would be a great match. But with that said, this is still both ladies currently in WWE, and I don't see her winning it while both are in WWE. So I'm gonna go with Charlotte, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
I was quick. I was scared. I was like, hold up, you got
Hey,
the
you
camera.
never know with Gamaj.
Hey,
It's just hey, let's do it. Let's get our Western Conference winner right now, man. Look. Charlotte
it's Charlotte
Flair,
with a team.
Mercedes Monet on your TV right now. Who
Oh,
wins this match?
oh. These are the two best women in each company, the way I feel. And you could argue Charlotte not being currently the best, but let me tell you something. When they need a big match, Charlotte ain't gonna go up in there. One of the four horsewomen.
That boy thinking.
Because I cannot not look at what I get it. Charlotte is in the NBA right now, and she is on the bench as the sixth man, right? Would you rather be that, or would you rather be? I don't want to call AEW the G League, but like a secondary league. You know what I'm saying? Like you have UFC, then there's Bellator, right? Or Strike Force. Like she's one of them, and she's their world champion in multiple little leagues that she took belts from.
That's still a stat though.
But that's a stat. It's a real stat too,
So
because
here's
it's
a question for you, and you've told this story on this podcast before.
yeah.
If you had won a gold medal in the Special Olympics, would you show it off? Maybe that's a bad analogy. Listen, HP has the world's best stories. He's told this before. He, if you ever seen the movie The Ringer with Johnny Knoxville, it may or may not have been based on King HP's life.
You know whose fault that is too? My fucking mother's. Because she told us, and believe it or not, this is why kids in the 80s did bad things. you don't go to an event, the Special Olympics, where my mom was working with those type of, we gotta call them mentally handicapped. You better not. We will not say the R
Special
word on
needs.
here. But she was like, "Don't embarrass me," and that's wild to say to perfectly normal children. And you're gonna be around those who are less fortunate mentally.
Long story short,
So
if you're new to the channel, HP once competed in the Special Olympics, and he's not. He didn't qualify for the Special Olympics. Let's just say that he was there and he was bored. So, but
I
I
was a
actually just
kid.
say that because, like, well, your son, he's a boxer, right?
Correct.
Let's say your son won a title in not the WBC, the big somewhere else. That still
Right.
counts. That's a stat, right?
It still counts. It
And
still
y'all
counts.
showing that off to everybody.
Manny Pacquiao actually has a world title like that, and they say that's what makes him an 8-time world champion. But that's not a recognized. The
Martin
IBO is
did it.
not recognized as one of the
Tommy
4 major
Hearns.
sanctioning bodies. So the fact that you just said that, you're right, it does count. I'm gonna say Mercedes Moné.
Mm.
Mercedes Moné.
I'm
Fuck.
gonna go
I
next, and I'm gonna just
feel
say
like it's
Charlotte
cheating.
Flair, so all the pressure's on Gamage. Gamage, go. It's Wednesday Night Wars, baby. This is what we do. And this
Okay.
is going
So
to the championship. So we
okay.
won one.
So
Gamage is on you. On your TV right now? Charlotte Flair versus Mercedes Moné. Who wins this match tonight?
I'm not gonna waste time, and I'm just gonna say Charlotte.
Oh.
And the reason I say Charlotte is because we could compare accolades all this time. We can compare their skill set. We can make the argument that even with their resume, they're probably either, if not close to being identical, they're the highest that any woman has gotten. But what gives Charlotte for me the advantage is if you're trying to push a card or push an event for a match, Charlotte's always going to be the first name you think of.
Mm.
Hey,
Mm.
hey,
I mean, I'm not. He's not.
there you have. I'm trying to put him on the spot. You see how he curved me real quick? Listen, it's Wednesday Night Wars. We got a who would win right now battle going on. And from the Western Conference, we got Charlotte Flair. So now we got to take it to the East Side. We got Rhea Ripley
That's
versus Stephanie
crazy.
Bakura, Tony Storm versus Jade Cargill, Roxanne Perez versus Julia, Bianca Belair versus Naomi. We're going to start at the top. Rhea Ripley versus Stephanie Bakura. Right now, in real time, they have a match. Who wins? Think it's back on you, HP.
Woo! Back on me. I'm gonna tell you this in real time right now. Stephanie Bakura wins. I think the WWE is letting Rhea cool off on purpose because they heard the Rhea Hogan. They heard it's like we Rhea is always still within that main events. She ain't going too far down. You know what I mean? Her smirch is going. She's always popular. She's right there in the picture. We just don't want her competing for a world title right now. Give some other people some run. But come Survivor Series or the next Royal Rumble or going into the Royal Rumble for Mania, Rhea Ripley's top dog. But right now, Stephanie Vicure.
Mm.
But that feels like I'm cheating when I say that. Like I feel like I'm stepping out of my marriage, and I ain't even married.
And I'm going to advise you not to do it.
I'm gonna go Rhea Ripley because you're right. It feels funny. Like
I
Rhea,
think you like your new house and car too much to get married again.
I'm not giving up half nothing.
You say you're going Rhea?
I'm going Rhea. I'm gonna go Rhea. But I feel like
Um,
Stephanie in a match today wins.
I was going to go Rhea for the simple fact of what you said about Charlotte. Whether you like it or not, Rhea Ripley gets eyes on it, bro. She gets eyes
Mm.
on it. And I just want to make Gamage sweat again. So I'm going Stephanie because Stephanie is cooking right now. They are pushing her. Stephanie's been on a tear. And if you know her work around the world, she came into the WWE with 2 championships from other companies. People were
Yeah,
very upset that their champion was leaving and signing with the World Wrestling Entertainment Company. So it was a big
True.
deal. So when Stephanie signed her name on that paper, it was news like we haven't heard about a signing in a long time. And Stephanie can really wrestle. I mean, aside from the
The
yam
Devil's
yam
Kiss.
the yam devil's kiss or Vinny, you need to rename it. I'm gonna let you however you want to do it. But Stephanie Vakira gets busy. I know I was one of those people who wasn't too hot on her and with her trajectory in WWE, but she has a title right now. And
Mhm.
Rhea, again, like you said, they've been cooling Rhea off. So in a match right now, I think Stephanie, not only to put pressure on Gamage, I think Stephanie could pull it off because she's chosen right now, and she got the rocket on her.
Mm.
To the chat talking about
Yeah.
why Gamage things. Rhea had the machine. Stephanie won belts for Hella Company. Vinny said Rhea just popular. And SCB said we ain't right for putting them in the same bracket. Hey, it's Wednesday Night
No,
Wars, baby.
he ain't right. He did
NFL
that.
podcast.
I don't want no smoke with
yeah.
that one.
I didn't agree to put them in the same bout.
Hey, gotta
Yeah,
pick
for
though.
real.
So
Archie wanted to fight. Archie wanted to fight.
Now this is a very tricky one because my thing is this: if I say Rhea, it's solely off the fact that she's the most over female in that whole roster right now. And then on top of that, her being under 30 years old to be as over as she is, at some point in time, they're gonna push Rhea to the moon even further than she's already at. But then I look at Stephanie, look at her accolades, and then right now they put the heavyweight belt on her. Not that I'm not happy for her, I'm happy she's champion. I still feel like it may have been a little too soon to put that rocket on her back so quick, coming off the main roster. And I would feel
well,
like Stephanie would have to win. That's why I'm gonna say Stephanie, just for the fact that you just made this woman champion. How's that gonna look? She just loses right now. If this match were to happen,
here's my thing, Gamaj, about that. I said this a few pods ago. In wrestling, it's better to do it too early than too late, right? And here's the thing about the WWE that I don't really particularly enjoy. You can be as over as Rhea Ripley and still lose. A
Yes.
lot of people who are super over take L's every week.
no,
So
that's true. And Rhea's taken some L's this year, which people act like she hasn't, but she has.
I think this
Yeah.
might be a low key upset.
You know who I'm surprised ain't in here? I guess because she's hurt. Liv Morgan. I
Yeah,
just noticed it. Like,
probably because she's hurt. Yeah.
but she's hurt. But Liv is my dog. Wait till Liv come back.
Hey, then we gotta do it again. Who's next on the bracket coming from the Eastern Conference? We got
Eastern Conference is on a tear right now. We
Tony
got
Storm
Tony
versus
Storm.
Jade Cargill. This is very interesting.
Oh,
I mean,
A
I
former
will.
WWE superstar who really couldn't get it cracking in WWE, who reinvented her total self and career in AEW, and a former AEW superstar who really couldn't get it cracking in AEW, who reinvented and got her whole career cracking in WWE. Very interesting match. HP, it's on you.
it's funny because if I look at AEW work, I must say Tony Storm. And Tony is now in NXT. I don't even know what her name is. Blake
No, it's
Monroe
not
or
Tony
some shit.
Storm.
No, it's not Tony
What am
Storm.
I looking?
You're thinking of Mariah May.
Mariah May.
Her name is Blake
Shit.
Monroe
Blake
in
Monroe,
NXT.
yeah.
Blake
Tony
Monroe.
Storm is
That's
still
that's why I got to get
timeless.
back to my YouTube TV and start watching
Yeah.
NXT to see what's going on
Yeah.
because now I don't. Now I feel a little outdated.
Oh,
Bro,
I'll
you
say
Um,
might
this.
not be
I'll say
wrong because
this.
everybody's in NXT right now. The Harley
I
Boys,
think I
Zack
gave up.
Ryder,
I think I
everybody's in.
gave no. I gave up on her when she was doing the Mercedes thing, and I didn't get the outcome, but I got the thing that Mercedes wasn't dropping no belts,
Oh,
and it made me feel a type of way. And I
I'll
think
say
she came over
this.
to NXT, and I haven't been watching
No,
NXT because
Tony's still over there, but I
Yeah.
don't, I'm gonna say my piece when it's my turn.
Yeah.
you have to say this. Um, coming to the WWE with a rocket strapped to your back, and it seemed like it has fizzled out, gives me the Tony Storm uh, edge over Jade. Jade hasn't done anything but been a counterpart to somebody else. Whereas to
Mm.
where Tony's on her own doing it. She should have dethroned Mercedes and gone on to do a similar run like Mercedes. Hence why I'm like, I'm not watching this anymore. I'm done. I thought she came over. I'm like, oh, NXT got her then. All right, bet. Um, but I have to say Tony because again, she's not attached to someone building off of someone else. She's doing it on her own, and Jade is still like
I
not there.
Tony Storm should have been a multiple time champion in WWE. Tony Storm has everything you need to make a superstar. She has the look. She clearly can talk. She created this timeless Tony Storm character and took over like the wrestling industry for a year. If we really being honest, and I'm not gonna believe I'm saying this myself. I got Jade Cargill winning this match, and you know why? That last match Jade Cargill had made me legit look at Jade Cargill as okay. She's really into this. It damn near took her getting her head chopped off, but
You talking about that?
Yeah,
that
that
made
was
when she
nasty.
yelled at that camera, I was like, oh yeah, she feeling it. And for her whole reign, I've never felt like she was in it. And then I that last match sold me on Jade Cargill. I was on the fence, right? But and I love Tony Storm. Tony Storm could do no wrong. I just think the WWE system didn't fit her, and she found something that fit her. But I would go Jade Cargill in this particular match.
See, so I'm not gonna waste time, and I'm just gonna pick Tony Storm. And the reason I'm picking Tony Storm, even though I love both women, Tony Storm was in NXT at one point, specifically NXT London, and she was the champion there, and she had some great matches out there too. So the fact that I've seen Tony show she could have worked in WWE and make it work, they just didn't have that faith in her for whatever reason when she hit the main roster. She basically did what Cody did, bet on herself. She left,
Yeah,
went to
she legit,
AEW.
legit quit. She was like, I'm
Yeah,
done. Yeah, it
and
wasn't no
took
release.
over.
She was like, I'm out. So
And
let
if
me
you
see
even
that
look at
bracket, HP.
AEW, yeah, and even if you look at AEW now, she's basically one of the only reasons people are still watching it.
Yeah, she's had a great 2-3 year run over there.
Yeah. And to go back to the match she had with Mercedes, she did beat Mercedes Monet. It's just that she didn't dethrone her because her belt wasn't on the line. The main belt
And that's the
was.
trash about it. Like, why?
Hey.
9-belt Mercedes.
Next up, we got Roxanne Perez and Julia. Very interesting. Then we got Bianca Belair and Naomi. I think we know who will win that because one of them's pregnant right now. So Roxanne and Julia, who we got?
I'm biased.
Oh, you know what that
I'm
means.
biased as fuck.
Well, I'll start it
Um,
off. I'm going Roxanne Perez. I like Roxanne Perez. Y'all know from the jump. We can go back months, even a year ago. I was concerned about Roxanne being on the main roster and her size and her not. Yo, Roxanne Perez has been having a hell of a year. It's like she's on my TV every week. She's a workhorse and she's been in big spots. She's been in promos. She's been in tag team. Like Roxanne has been like, yo, we need somebody to work. Roxanne's here. Let's get Roxanne on there. Nothing against Julia or Delta, but she really hasn't done much since she's gotten to the WWE. She's in NXT and then she's popping up in the crowd. With what's my girl name? She got somebody speaking for her now. It's
Oh,
Kiana
Kiana
James.
James.
Yana.
Yeah, I think they're not sure what to do with her in ring, out ring, her look, her merch. I think they're trying to figure it out, and I think they have figured it out with Roxanne, who stepped up in the place of a Liv Morgan, which is not easy shoes to fill. So right now in the match, I would definitely go Roxanne Perez.
Um, I agree. I would also say Roxanne Perez. Even though Julia right now is a current champion and Roxanne is not, other than being a tag champion. This year, she's been in bigger spots than Julia without being champion. Her performance at the Royal Rumble, she basically was like the Iron Woman of that match. Gave a good performance at the I think she was in the Elimination Chamber.
Elimination Chamber. Yep, she was.
So yeah, so she's been getting good looks and good spots this year.
And she gave my man some chicken nuggets.
So this is why I'm biased, bro. I love Dom. And I thought Judgment Day was gonna be hurting when Liv got hurt. And they brought up Julia. I mean, they brought up Roxanne. Now in NXT, her and Roxanne had matches. And she was supposed to be the one to dethrone her. I don't remember it happening that way or whatever.
Roxanne's NXT run is top tier.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Top tier.
And I feel like Julia has been flat since she's gotten to the main roster. And only getting flatter. Like she's not like Stephanie has ascended. Remember, they got her at the same time. They put a US tag. They're still trying to tag her with Stephanie, and it's just not going. Roxanne got to the main roster, working her ass off, and I can't. I'm Roxanne all day in this one. And it's
Next
sad.
one, I
Julia
don't
has the
think
better
there's no
wrestler.
debate. We're gonna just give Bianca Belair the bye because Naomi can't wrestle right now. She's at home baking a little
Right.
Uso in the oven. So
Uso in the oven.
yeah,
Come on, we're gonna come out fighting, boy.
Come out with a full arm sleeve tattoo and a mullet.
Oh man.
The doctor gonna slap that baby. That baby gonna super kick that doctor.
Yeah, that's one thing they definitely gonna do.
So we got Bianca advancing. We hope Trinity is doing well. Love, blessings, peace, prayers, all that for healthy, successful pregnancy. And we're gonna move on to Rhea Ripley versus, was it Tony Storm?
No. It's Stephanie.
No, we picked Stephanie.
Oh, Rhea Ripley versus Stephanie Vakir. Now this
No, that was the first round. We picked Stephanie over Rhea.
Let me see the bracket, man. I'm sleepy. I'm tired. I'm woke, but I'll be asleep.
Stephanie Vakir taking on Tony Storm.
Oh, okay. Oh, whoa. So Jade and Rhea got up out here. Wow.
Yeah. You did
shocked.
this.
Hey,
you did this.
Jerry, that's the story of my life. I do things and I don't remember I did it, then I gotta suffer what I did. Ask anybody that knows me. So we got Stephanie Vakir versus Tony Storm.
I'm gonna go. This one's pretty for me. When you talk about who's hot right now, they put that title on Stephanie. She came out of NXT. They try to double champ her there. You can tell they got the rocket on her, and it's hard to compete with someone right now who's on the NBA and on the rocket. So I have to go Stephanie. I mean, she's also world renowned. So every system it works, she was highly touted versus the opposite, where Tony's trying to like establish herself, and she's getting established, but not in the NBA. Probably in like a league that's slightly less, an overseas league essentially. So no disrespect to that because she's a superstar. But when you're in the NBA and the Rockets on your back, she about to get a championship. I mean, she has one. So,
I'm gonna split the room right here. Tony Storm's been scorching hot for like 3 years. Like, if you've been paying attention, but like you say, it's only been in one place. But we say if they was to have a match tonight, I would bet on Tony Storm. Politics aside, Rockets aside, if we just looking at in ring, who's doing what, Tony Storm's been on an incredible run. You have to kind of know to know, but that's kind of your thing. I can go watch Kobe's highlights, but there ain't no tape on Earl Manigault. But we knew he was snatching quarters off the backboard, urban legend. So I'm just gonna go Tony Storm. I'm just a Tony Storm fan. So
this is another matchup where I feel like I could change my answer at any given time.
I would watch this.
But for today, I am giving the edge to Tony Storm.
Oh shit!
And I'm edging Tony Storm because similar to Charlotte, let me not say Charlotte, similar to Sasha Banks Mercedes, and even similar to Io Sky, Tony has had match of the year candidates this year. She had it with Mariah May. She had it with Sasha Banks. Or, pardon me, Mercedes Moné. She has. I cannot go against someone who has carried a whole company, especially as champion on top of that, and still carrying it without the belt. That I don't even think she got really cleanly lost. I would be putting too much coins into Stephanie Vicure just because she just got the belt a few weeks ago and hasn't defended it yet.
Hey, you know. And to Vinny and SCB First Lady, I'm not gonna say nothing, but
The greatest healing podcast wrestling today. I mean,
it's
Hulk
Wednesday
Hogan
night.
said it first.
Vinny, war ain't pretty. It's war. It's Wednesday night wars, and like I said, hey, you never know what can happen. But you think we got it right, got it wrong? Leave it in the chat. Who's next? HP. We got Bianca
Oh man,
Belair.
let's go back to the bracket. We got Roxanne Perez, who took a nice 3-0 over Julia riding high going into the next round against Bianca Belair, who had a bye. She's looking kind of fresh, y'all. But guess what? I like to bring up another point. If Bianca ain't wrestling, if Naomi ain't wrestling, neither is Bianca.
Oh,
Bianca ain't Bianca ain't been on TV neither.
then
She been
Roxanne. Hey, Roxanne advances. Roxanne advances. We gonna be fair. We gonna be fair. We gonna be fair. We gonna be fair.
Oh,
Shout out to Roxanne Perez. Hey, a win is a win.
Roxanne done snuck one in. She done
Right.
snuck into the Judgment Day, y'all.
Roxanne, look, she always steps up when somebody goes out. See, look at that. In real life, she lives her gimmick. Roxanne Perez lives her gimmick.
Holy shit!
So we got the final, right?
Not of the East
for
Side,
the
East
yes.
for
side,
the
yeah.
Tony
side.
Storm coming off a 2-1 victory over Stephanie Vicure,
I'm
beating
sure
Jade Cargill.
nobody watching this podcast would have predicted a Tony Storm, Roxanne
Roxanne
Perez
Perez.
final after
Oh,
looking at that Eastern Conference bracket. But that's what makes wrestling and TV and entertainment good. When you get something you didn't know you wanted or you didn't expect, right? I always say that SmackDown Invasion when Nia Jax busted Becky Lynch open was one of the best shows ever, and that's something they had to rewrite and do on the fly. You didn't know you wanted it, but you got it, and look what came from it. So we got Roxanne Perez versus Tony Storm, and one of these athletes, women, divas, whatever you want to call them, goes up against Charlotte Flair. I like this.
mm. Um, I'm not gonna lie, man. It's easy to pick Tony Storm. I think. I Going back to things Gamaj just said, and you think about it, and you're looking at it, you're like, just because you're playing overseas, who's the dude who went into he's the overseas, he's technically the all-time leading scorer. He came out the 1984 draft, but he played like almost his whole career overseas. But anyway, my point is, Tony Storm is not getting over in my book on Roxanne. I love Roxanne. I rock with Roxanne. She's the small little marshmallow that's feisty as hell. You know what I'm saying? She came off a year run as NXT World Champion. Oh my God, she's too small for
Crazy
the main
one.
roster. And
Crazy.
then she went to the Royal Rumble, killed it. Elimination Chamber, killed it. She's been on almost every PLE, even when the Street Profits couldn't get on there, even when like what? Hey, call me biased, man. I told you I was biased, man. She gave Dom them chicken nuggies too, man.
Chicken
Word to
nuggets. Dip,
man's
dip,
heart.
script. Look, HP,
She
you talk
stole
about
my
this
heart, man.
overseas crap. The top 10 players in the NBA aren't American. You know why? They played overseas. Kobe Bean Bryant played overseas. You mentioned Yao Ming played overseas. Stephon Marbury has a bigger career in China than he had in the NBA. He has statues. His face is on postage stamps. I'm pretty sure he got his own day in China. So it matters. But I'm going Roxanne Perez. Look, man, nothing against Tony Storm. I love Tony Storm. She's on a hell of a run. But Roxanne Perez, I think they put her in some tough spots, and she passed every temperature check that the WWE gave her coming from NXT. And we haven't seen many people come from NXT and elevate right into. She went right into it, and she's holding her own. She's doing her thing. So I got Roxanne Perez over Tony Storm, which will probably be a hell of a match, to be honest. Right now.
Goodbye. So you got, man. Can you swing the tide? Can you bring one of us back and say, you know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
I'll be honest with you. I probably can't, and I don't plan to. But I'm gonna say Tony Storm anyway, and I'm gonna say why. Roxanne, we know her accolades. She's been in tough spots. She's shown and proved everything. I want to ask everybody a question. At least for this year, has she cleanly beat any woman in that roster that has been a champion, a women's champion or a world champion?
there you go.
No.
Probably not.
Okay.
You said
We could
cleanly?
at least clean. Has she? Because I'm not doing
She's
like
the
the
heel.
slicks.
I don't. She don't have to win clean.
No, that's not the point. So she doesn't have to win clean. But the thing is, Tony's beaten how many? That's
Tony,
one.
man,
No, that's one. And then the other thing is, we could say whatever we want about accolades outside of the WWE. If they really didn't matter that much, why would there be people in the Hall of Fame that have never been in the WWE in it? Because what they achieve matters.
Oh man, I think I'm getting
So
swayed over here.
I gotta put that weight in on
I
what
think I might have to
Tony
change
has
my
put
vote.
in for that impact. And that's what makes me edge Tony Storm.
Look, I might have to change my vote, HB. I, am changing my vote. I'm going Tony Storm. I'm going Tony
just
Storm.
when I had her penciled in, I thought she was getting a win.
Hey, look, Gamar swayed me, man. He swayed me. He swayed me. It's crazy how your argument can work against you and you forget the thing you just said around before. Look, man,
Yeah,
I like this. The Bianca Naomi thing threw me off. Rhea going out first round threw me off. But we are
yeah, it did.
here at the Who Would Win bracket for the ladies on Wednesday Night Wars. And we got from the Western Conference, Charlotte Flair versus from the Eastern Conference, Tony Storm, which I think would probably I would want to see I want to see a trilogy out of this. I would love to see them give it to us 3 times.
What's unfortunate about this, they were trying to make that a rivalry when Tony was there, but they weren't, really treating her seriously. That's why she left. So she actually left before they can even make that happen.
This would have cooked.
That's crazy.
Cause like you say,
I think,
Gamal, she got 2, 3 match of the year candidates this year alone.
Yeah.
So
I think,
HP, who you got, buddy? This is crazy.
at the end of the day,
Oh,
it's going to be very hard for me to go against one of the four horsewomen, who I feel like is the leader of that group. Um, I feel like again, Charlotte is the measuring stick to whom all women must measure up to and be compared to,
mm.
including Tony Storm.
However,
There are some howevers, but I'm gonna go with Charlotte, and I'm gonna walk away with Charlotte.
mm.
I'm gonna walk away with Charlotte
Well, you
because
know me. Yeah, I'll probably know what I'm about to do here. I'm just gonna put the pressure on Gamage because I don't want to, be the guy that decides this. So I'm going Tony Storm. I could go but for real, I go with literally either way on this, and I could see 2 out of 3 a trilogy. I would probably have Tony Storm winning that. A one off, I would probably go Charlotte. But for argument's sake, and Wednesday Night Wars, I'm going Tony Storm just so Gamage could make the final pick on this Wednesday Night War Women's Night bracket. Who do you have winning and taking it all tonight on Atura Podcast, Gamaj? Tony Storm or Charlotte Flair? If this was on your TV right now, main event, not in WWE, just somewhere, just Tokyo Dome, wherever. Tony Storm, Charlotte Flair, who wins?
So I'm gonna cut the band-aid off, and I'm just gonna say, if I'm just going to pick as far as not even skill set at this point, resume, I'm picking the person that I feel I trust to play it safe with and draw the most eyes and attention. That's gonna be Charlotte for me.
His reasons is his reason. I try to throw all the curveballs at Gamache tonight. He just, you know what I'm saying? He's knocking them out the park, man.
And then
I
another thing with
failed.
Charlotte that, and this is just an assumption, my prediction. If you took Charlotte with what she can do, you put her in any league, any company, I don't see how she doesn't go over with what she can do. She can cut a promo, she can wrestle. I don't know how you don't use or market her in your
In the
company.
words of Sean Corey Carter, put me anywhere on God's green earth, and I triple my worth.
Triple my worth.
So
Yes,
there you
sir.
have it, folks. This was a fun one. Very interesting bracket. Throw it up, HP. We had the Who Would Win Women's Night War on Wednesday Night Wars right here on Attitude Era Podcast. You see the bracket. You see the faces. You know the names. And ultimately, we got the Queen. All hail the Queen, Charlotte Flair. We had a couple buys. Look, it was unpredictable. I didn't expect that to happen with Naomi and Bianca, but hey, it is what it is. In wrestling, they always say the card is subject to change, right? So
Yeah.
there you have it. But
Yeah.
you know what's not subject to change? The Absolute Era Podcast. And you know where you need to be next Wednesday? Right here, 8:30-ish. So we can get the Wednesday night war. We know what we're doing next week, HP. But while we
I
talk about that, get those memberships up because we will be drafting within the next 2 weeks for the next season of Wednesday Night Wars, where we do this with you and for you. And the next week we're gonna talk more into it, take a deep dive, but we didn't try to go too long because these brackets take up a little bit of time. But if you're interested in that, getting on here, look, it's some crazy perks this season. And we're gonna iron them all out. And next week we're gonna have everything because probably the week after we gonna get to this draft.
we gone. We gone. So jump in while it's hot.
Horseman 97, where you at? Click where you at? Gamaj, you know, his gang, your favorite wrestlers, favorite podcasters, DNA's involved, Z's involved. Look, we had a blast last season. We're doing it again. Do we know what we're doing next week, HP? We got overrated, underrated comedy act left, I believe. That's what's
This
that?
we did this. This is the promo.
Promo. No, we didn't. This
This
underrated.
this is overrated.
This is
Was this
overrated.
overrated?
Yes, this was overrated.
Overrated. So we got overrated next week.
Mm.
Holy shit. Do y'all see this? Like,
The
hey,
most
we
Wow.
got to we got to talk about some of these goddamn it. Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, this is coming from the mind of the Archie Carter. The most loved, most hated, and right now, he's
I think
definitely
Lex
the most
Luger
hated.
is on the most overrated and underrated bracket.
Now, whoever put right back in there is diabolical for that.
Dog. Your
feed
man's.
me
Your
more.
man's.
Feed.
Hey,
Hey,
and don't
Ryback watches this. Hey, Ryback. Nothing personal, big dog. You're more than welcome to come on here and air your grievances, but it's nothing personal, baby. It's just content. That's all.
And I do want to say this also. Because we say someone's overrated doesn't mean they suck. That's not necessarily saying they're
No, no,
trash.
no.
Yeah,
Overrated could be
yeah. Because some people will take that as us saying they're trash, but that's not what overrated means.
no. And we're gonna have to explain that because I'm pretty sure people would try to chew us up over that. Hey, Vinny, we was gonna do theme songs, but it's gonna be hard to play the music on here, and we don't want to get flagged. But
but
uh,
Vinny, I'm gonna be starting a thing. I'm gonna be starting a thing.
Oh,
Make sure to
breaking
check
news.
me out
Breaking
on the
news.
Hall Breezy universe. There's a new league coming. There's a new
Uh-oh.
league coming. I promise you. And in this new league,
Wait a minute. I ain't never see this. What's this? What's this? I'm
hey,
intrigued.
hey,
I'm intrigued and
hey,
slightly turned on.
hey,
Who is that logo? Who's the logo?
hey. I can't even say who that person is because they mess around, be watching this and be like, "Oh, wait till that take off." If that take off, I'm getting a cut because that boy used. Yeah, ain't gonna have me.
You
Ain't
can get
gonna have
some
me in a
cut like
pickle.
Trillville. What it is, yo? What's
I
up?
love that logo. That's a hey, that's a real figure too. That thing
Boom. Look,
juicy.
man, this is Attitude Era Podcast. We will see y'all Friday night during the main event of SmackDown. Gamaj, you got anything before we get up out of here? And you have to meet Lyra Valkyria just so we can go. You got to go 16 for 16, big dog. That's all.
I'm just not trying to get you upset. That's I don't know.
I'm all, dog. It's too late. It's too late. It's too late. There's no coming back from this. There's no coming back from this.
God, hell
HP,
yeah.
you got anything before we get out of here? Well, apparently you
That
got a lot
Hall
going
Prison
on.
Universe. Yeah, Hall Prison Universe. We took a little break. Had to get some things relined up. I wanted to make sure I was gonna get to go there. Got some college stuff lined up that So I'm gonna be definitely a very busy man. However, comma, it's all good. Check out the Hall Prison Universe, like and subscribe. Tap in there. Make sure you tap in here. Hit the notification bell. Subscribe here as well. Become a member. I'm telling you, it's going to be worth it, and you don't want to be left behind. So,
Remember,
uh, that's all I can say.
I got a bunch of music going on. We're gonna be down in Wasabi Con, Jacksonville, I believe, this weekend. HP might be in your part of the world.
Oh,
Got a big event coming up. Fright Night is on the way. One of my best events. Pro Wrestling 225 coming up. Pulled all the music off streaming, but it's coming back up. We'll talk about that another day. And DNA, his rival series is fantastic. If you're into the battle rap side of things, he sat down with A Ward. He sat down with Lou Castro. He sat down with a lot of people, get into their rivalries. He just sat down with Tay Rock. And if you haven't seen that trailer, check it out. He's doing great work. He's still active in the battle rap community. And he been getting the itch. He's going, you know what I'm saying? But if you're interested in that, check it out. Phenomenal journalism, because that's what he's doing. Like doing a real good job of it. Zeta Dropout just had a battle, has another one coming up. So we all busy and active, but we will be here when we say we're gonna be here. Next time we'll be here will be Friday night, during or after the main event of SmackDown. Whenever that comes on, I don't know, because Crown Jewel starts at like 5 in the morning. Who knows what's going on? Look, just hit the notification bell, because when we go live, we live. It's gonna be one of these weird weekends because things are all screwed up. And I think Monday Night Raw starts crazy early too. But look, hit the notification button so when we
SmackDown
live,
might
you
be.
know we live, because we don't even know when we're gonna be live, but we will be live 8:30-ish next Wednesday for the Wednesday Night Wars. This is Attitude Era Podcast. Hope this week is good to you and good for you. Shout out to the chat, the best chat on the internet. Shout out to the members, non-members, and future members, because you're gonna want to be a part of this. That is Gamaj, your favorite wrestler's favorite podcaster, aka 30 for 30, because we're gonna make that 16 happen. That's King HP, aka the undisputed podcast champion of the world. I am the most loved, most hated, the Archie Carter. That's our podcast. We out. Peace. And all hail the Queen, Charlotte Flair.